I gotta sit down a little bit more. All right. So welcome to my market update. I am going to be live for Benzinga at 12 o'clock. So let me see, I can go ahead and copy this and I will put it in the chat for you guys if you want to join me live at 12 o'clock. It's right here. No, that's not it. Let me grab it from the link itself. Go there. Beautiful. All right. So here is the link. Hey, Bat Scientist. If you guys want to join me at 12 o'clock for the Benzinga free webinar all about dark pools, you can grab it right there. I have a YouTube thing popping up. Hold on. I have no idea why that is up. Very weird. Can you guys see that? Very strange. Anyway, we have the, hey Asif, I'm feeling better. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but yeah, you guys can see that. So let's see, what on earth is that? Oh, you know what? Let me hide that, remove that source. There we go. All right, have no idea how that popped up. So weird gremlins on the computer today. Should be disappearing, or we can hide it. There we go, all done. So let's go ahead and get into the market. Enough about that. I do have September 11th Memorial up. I feel for everybody that went through it. I myself was in Italy at the time, and I was living abroad and had just gone through a wine tasting in a piazza and thought, man, I'm really not keeping up to date with current events. And so that was quite an experience for me. I wonder what the daily performance is as well for September 11th. I feel like they usually end up as red days. I'm not sure about that though, but I feel like they usually end up on red days. Hey, John. Yeah. If you guys are just joining me, at the top of the chat, if you scroll up, you can register for the live stream at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to have to cut it short definitely at 11:45 because I'm going to have to jump on into the green room and get all set up. But we'll go ahead and look at the market. I also wanted to tell you guys about the Zoom webinar for Flow Trade. They have a free one every single Saturday as well. So you can check that out if you guys are curious. Flow Trade actually helped me lock roughly 30% profit on my HNCKF print. So that is the second one. The second one is Flow Trade. That is going to be tomorrow. And I'm typing on the wrong computer. So that's not, that is no bueno. Let's do here. Second link is Flow Trade. Tomorrow afternoon. So you guys can register there and check it out. Amazing software. If you haven't already checked out my video on Flow Trade, check that out. It's pretty cool that has the algorithms and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get into the market. You all know I love the 425 EMA. Now, look, we came back and we tested it on Monday. Big red day, came down, pulled down, tested on Monday on the SPY. I like Flow Trade better, Asif. Then it pulled back down. Visually, it's easier for me to read Flow Trade than Bookmap. Came back up, tested it from below, and they keep testing it, almost like they want to sell more up here at this 425. So today we are following the moving averages down. On my daily watch list that I gave you guys, I said, hey, if it goes below 335.60, potential short trade on it. Sure enough, we had one right on down to 314.19. Then they took it back up. And now my target for today is going to be 332.87 or lower. We will see, because it seems like they've just been selling off. We are below the averages. The trend at the moment, it does look choppy for today. But when we look at this chopped salad fest that we've got going on, let's bring this down here, actually over to here, right? And bring this down just to about here. If we bring it over, if we can close below that 3 34.19 area, 334 really, we could have further moves to the downside. Now this blue hash line is going to be back from, oh yeah, let me go ahead and give you a link for that. Booby Hill. Right here on my website. Okay. Let's see, top trading tools and tips. If you go on the menu on the upper right, stock market books, and here's the link. Easiest way to share that. There you go. So when we look at this, we've got this area of consolidation that we've had from this week. We had a big day on Monday, consolidation this week. Where are we going from here? It looks like we're ready to test the bound to come down further. We might have a big move down to the downside next week. So let's pull it out a little bit and let's look and see. We had an area right here. Maybe we'll be coming down to that 325. If we go down below 325, maybe down here to 322. Yeah, my pleasure. If we break below 322, maybe this trend line right here, 311. So that would be the areas, the rough targets that I would look at. If it's going to break down, it could break down pretty quickly. As you've seen on Tuesday, we did have quite a massive drop of 12 points on the indexes. This is the SPY, Kyle. You see right here? It shows you the ticker that I'm on right on the right hand side. So this is the SPY right here. Let's check out the Qs as well. So the Qs, you guys know, again, that I'm just going to go like this and have it readjust so that we can be pretty fast. Here it looks like a brick wall of 304, came down, tested my 425 EMA on the 45-minute chart, came down, tested it again, sold off, tested it for a third time, and we are below. So again, this chart looks like there's a fair amount of positioning that's going on. We would need to really break down below 269.80. Then this would likely just be, a little blip where it was outside of the extreme and it just retraced back. We're below the 50 now. We're below the 425. We're below the 20. We're pretty much just riding the averages down. And the Qs will typically lead the markets down now because the tech stocks are so heavily weighted in the SPY, in the Qs. So let's look at Microsoft as well. Microsoft is hanging out right at pretty much close from yesterday. Good morning, Trade Raider. And good morning, Everything's Monetizable. If you guys are just joining, the first link that I posted is going to be my webinar at 12 o'clock today with Ben Zinga, all about the dark pools. So come and check it out, just a matter of free time. I don't know if they would send you the recording later, but I think it's going to be posted on YouTube. So same scenario, Microsoft looks like it's coming down. If it can break below that 204.50 level, then potential bigger move to the downside, another test of 200 or 201, and then on down to 200, and we will see where we go from there. On the daily chart, you guys can hear I'm a little congested still. On the daily chart, we might have that test right here, down of this moving average, down of 201.39. And let's check out Apple as well. I had Apple on, oh no, I took Apple off. So Apple, I'm not going to spoil it. You guys will check it out in my video on my live stream coming up, 12 o'clock with Ben Zinga. Apple is looking bearish to me. We have this H pattern, right? Came up, tested the moving averages, and now we're pulling back down. If we close below the low here of 110.89, feeling more bearish on it, even if it goes below 108.76, then potential move down to 97, which would make sense. Even that 99 area 100 from pre-split was a resistance. So it's going to continue potentially on down. You can see this pulled all the way back. This would be my absolute optimal entry. It would be 72.39 for Apple right there. And I would keep it on watch. We are, if we set it up like this, and right here, We almost came and tested this trend line to the downside. Remember, on the way down, you want to take the tops of the candlesticks for the downward trend. On the way up, the bottoms. All right. You want to check out Codex and TPB. Also, I want to tell you, I traded something out of my norm this morning. You guys saw on Twitter, if you check it out, HNCKF. So this was in relation to Tesla potentially buying their nickel, which I went back and did some further research. Tesla, in fact, is looking at potentially buying nickel from them, which they started talking, well, excuse me, correction. Tesla had mentioned back here August 7th that they wanted to go ahead and buy sustainable nickel from resources. And Australia and Canada happen to have the highest resources for nickel. Right now it's at a 61% retracement. So personally, I traded this one. Looking at the statistics, it was a high probability trade that was going to have a short squeeze. 39 million in the float, 51% short volume overnight, and roughly 50%, I think I still have it right here. Yeah. So for the last 50 trading days, it's been 58% short volume. For the last 5 trading days, it was 51% and 57% for the last 10 trading days. So it was a pretty good probability trade that it was going to go ahead and squeeze the shorts, and sure enough, it rose right on up, went ahead, took some profit up here, and then also took profit when it came back down and it broke below, excuse me, right here at 118. Now you can see it somewhat bottoming out right here. Is it going to find support on the 61% retracement from the move? We shall see. Or are these sellers going to go ahead and take over? All right, let's go ahead and check out Codex. Also excuse me. I wanted to talk about Overstock. Overstock was on my list as a potential short today. I did post out the Trend Spider chart as well. So check out my, not Instagram, Twitter. If you guys do not already follow me, check me out at It's Airplane Jane. Had some hate from Guru Leaks yesterday, but I am not a financial advisor. I am not licensed. I am, just giving you my personal opinions on everything. So check it out. All right, let's go back to Codex, CODX. And Codex, nice. It looks like a nice little potential breakout right there. And, I'm sorry, TPB. Same, setting up for potential move more to the upside. Let's look at it on the daily charts. So this does have a Turning Point Brands. Had a nice downward trend. Looks like it broke out. Had a little bit higher volume right here. Starting to roll up. Potential resistance right there at 31.50. And CODX. Uh-oh, John. Don't be a bag holder. Oh, CODX, look at what it hit, my 425 EMA. It's also hitting an EMA right here at 1365. So that might provide a lot of resistance for you right there, because many times they perform on the daily. Right here you can see it acted as support until it didn't, and then it broke down, hit the 200 EMA, broke the 200 EMA. So if it can close above here, nice potential trade right on up to the upside right there. Let me clean up the chart a little bit. So would look, it does have that potential to come back down here. It did fill the gap already. And so this one actually on the daily charts looked like I would be taking profit right there. It looks like it would not really continue further to the upside on this. Oh no, you bought the dip, John, no. Right here at the 200 EMA at $70. Is that what you did, John? Well, it looks like worst case potentially this might retrace back down to 65.59. On the daily chart. It is below the 50 simple moving average, below the 4, below the 8, And if it does retrace back down, then we might even see it break down even further down to 52. So caution on that. Oh no, John. What's your max pain, John? How far are you willing to let it go? We're below that trend. AR, yeah, let's check it out. And this can be the last one because I'm going to have to jump over and get ready for my live stream with Benzinga. So AR looks like it's in a nice downward trend right at the moment. If it were to potentially break this trend line with some higher volume, potential move to the upside, does look like it's also found a potential support area from the past down here. So if that can hold 265 and break out with higher volume, might be a nice move on it. Yeah, that's your max. Oh, ouch. Let's see. Unfortunately, John, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. This is somewhat setting up for that H short pattern, right? Comes down, hits the moving average, and then could potentially go down. In my opinion, it's looking more like a short at the moment than a long. Looks like potentially that bottom of that H might be at 62.50. So there you have it. All right, guys. So for anyone that was affected by September 11th, knew anyone or knows anyone that knew anyone, I'm so sorry. You know, it can be a very tough day for many people. Thankfully, you know, my parents live in Washington, D.C. Thankfully, they were safe during that time. They were far enough away from the Pentagon, but always a tough day and full of memories for sure. So check me out on Benzinga's live stream with the Zoom. Again, let me go ahead and copy that Zoom link for you guys if I can. It is right here. So I will copy it. Go ahead and register and come on over and see me over there. And we will be talking all about the dark pools. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend. See you all on Monday if I don't see you in just a couple minutes. Bye-bye.